Hi everyone, welcome to episode 4 of So She Can Speak. This is Alyssa, co-founder of So She Can and co-host of our podcast. Today we have a very special episode as we will be hearing from So She Can's own team members. 2020 has been a hectic year to say the least, and we wanted to highlight what some of our team members thought of this year, as well as some positives to reflect on. We hope you enjoy listening to today's episode and reflect on your own year. 2020 is only one year out of many in our lives, so look back and more importantly, look on. At So She Can, we wish you nothing but the best in 2021 and can't wait to see you continue to thrive.
Hello, my name is Devasya. I am 16 years old. I come from Indonesia and I am an illustrator for So She Can.
Hi, I'm Fiona. I'm 16 from New York and I'm a blog writer.
Hello everyone, my name is Nelly. I am 17 years old and I'm from Mozambique. In January of 2021, I'll be starting my senior year.
Hi, my name is Teeana. I'm 24 years old and I'm currently based in Los Angeles, California.
Hi, my name is Serlina Ernestina Zaria. I'm 16 and I'm from Indonesia. I'm currently a blog writer, a part of the writing team for So She Can. Today, I'll be talking about my reflection for the year 2020.
Definitely crazy. There were a lot of new experiences, both good and bad, and there are things that we never would have gotten a chance to go through if this global pandemic had never happened.
One word that describes 2020 for me, I would say, is stillness. And I chose that word because constantly throughout my life I had been thinking about the next big thing, whether that was applying to high school, applying to the right college, postgraduate program, and now applying to jobs. So 2020 and this entire year was just about sitting with the stillness and being okay with the slow time.
One word that comes to my mind about 2020 is challenging. I chose this word because I think 2020 is not an ordinary year, but it is very different from previous years. As is well known that the COVID-19 pandemic is occurring everywhere, especially in Indonesia. This is quite an excuse where daily activities are quite obstructed and carried out in alternative ways that tend to be different and sometimes it is more difficult. Everything is done online and there are some restrictions that are set that we must follow. Of course, this is personally challenging for me because I inevitably have to live in 2020 quite differently. But for me, 2020 is not all about the negative sides.
One word to describe 2020 would be life-changing because first of all, we never thought something like that would ever happen. But I'm really glad for going through it because it taught us so many things and I just love who I became.
One word I would use to explain this year would be growth. The many obstacles I faced as a result of this pandemic, starting from looking at a laptop screen for hours, feeling isolated and alone, or fears of catching the virus, have only made me learn to adapt, fight back, and make the best of any situation. This year has forced me to adjust in ways I couldn't have imagined or prepared for, and for that, I am thankful for 2020.
One positive thing from the United States is that our political climate is definitely diversifying itself. Nationally, we have our first female, first Black, and our first Asian vice president. And statewide, we've had a lot of firsts in those. New York has elected their first gay Black members to Congress. Missouri elected their first Black congresswoman. I think Delaware elected their first transgender state senator. And those are just a few among many firsts in 2020.
Two amazing things that actually happened in Africa was that including Mozambique and 4 other countries found a cure for Ebola, and I don't really get why it's not being covered because it was a major thing, but I'm just glad that happened. And another thing that actually happened was that not many people lost their jobs due to the COVID, so I'm really grateful for that.
Some good things occur in Indonesia. And the first good thing that I have is the development of small and medium enterprise, or SME. This shows that many people do not waste time in this pandemic, so they are being more creative to sell something that can be consumed by the community. So during this pandemic, it was evident that SMEs had significantly increased apart from helping their economics and training their creativity and skills. The second is the movement through the hashtags berkain bersama and berbatik bersama in Indonesia. This begins with a group of young women in Indonesia who want to expand Indonesian culture in Indonesia itself. This movement is a movement where people are expected to wear clothes or batik in their daily life to preserve culture. This has had a very positive impact on people's life in Indonesia, where the proof is that now many of the people themselves are willing and moved to use clothes and batik as one of their outfits.
In Indonesia, cases for COVID are soaring high. However, that does not mean that nothing good has happened throughout the year. Let's start with the blue skies in Jakarta, where it's usually polluted and dark, but has been clearer due to the implementation of social restrictions that caused industries to stop and the use of transportations to decrease. A recent good news we've also received is the approval of the COVID-19 vaccine and the arrival of about 1.2 million doses of vaccines here in Indonesia. This indicates that life will soon go back to normal and to how it was, which gives us a glimpse of hope for the future.
Although COVID-19 cases spiked dramatically throughout this year, one positive thing to come out of 2020 is collectivism, whether that be individuals coming together to stand up against systemic racism and injustices, or families coming together within the household, or couples getting married. This year really highlighted the importance of unity as a whole.
We've all faced our own issues in 2020, and I'm sure we'll face more different types of challenges in the years to come. My advice is to overcome these problems by always prioritizing your mental and physical health, no matter how significant your issue is. This is because nothing, not even success, will matter if you do not maintain good health.
Okay, finally, my advice would be to keep it realistic. Take what you learned from 2020 and roll with it. Control what you can control. Be at peace with what you can't control. Set goals and understand that this time next year will be completely different.
My advice is to show opportunities and adversity. Ask, how can I make this situation work in my favor? Can I find anything positive in it? What can I regulate or solve? So you can do self-reflection and think about the direction we want to take in the new year. What opportunities do you see? So choosing a positive attitude is one of the healthiest things that we can do to make our 2021 better.
One way we can make 2021 amazing is if we really all come together, just focus on what we want, and like important issues like the LGBT community, like Black Lives Matter, and there's a lot more that's happening, like police violence, and honestly, because we're all like humans, and yeah, like I just hope that we come together and we're more united, we love each other more, we spend quality time with the ones we love, and things will go amazing.
Some advice I have going to 2021 is to not plan anything and just let everything happen, because remember that there's only 24 hours in a day, so it's not worth stressing over something if it's already happened. You can't go back and change the past, so you just have to learn how to keep moving forward.
See here, kid. You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after or what came before. You just gotta bend your knees, take a deep breath, and jump. And you might think, what if I fall? Well, what if you don't? What if you fly?